Hey there, Sagittarius. How are you? We're going to get started on your love reading for the month of November. Sagittarius, let's begin your reading by choosing a tarot deck. I'm using this one right here. It's called the Clarity Tarot. This is what it looks like. The Clarity Tarot. Are some of you getting into shamanic journeys? I'm asking because this native here on the cover is like really standing out, and it's making me think about like shamanic journeys, healing. I'm hearing plant healing as well. All right, connecting, I'm hearing with your ancestors. All right, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Sagittarius. This is your love reading for the month of November. What insight, foresight, guidance, revelations do we have for my horse people? Or cross watcher, for whoever is watching us right now. Let's see, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Sagittarius. This is your love reading. Let's begin by taking a look at the overall energy between you and your significant other. This could be a challenge. This could be something that lies between you and your lover, your significant other, or it's just the overall energy, something of significance, something of importance. Sagittarius, let's take a look. Any day now. Here we go. Wow, okay. The 10 of Pentacles. So it's getting pretty serious. It's pretty serious, isn't it? I mean, we're talking long term. We're talking about children. We're talking about family. We're talking about tying the knot. We're talking about buying a house. We're talking about moving in together. We're making long-term plans. We're talking about settling down. We're talking about saving money. We're talking about putting our money together. We're talking about marriage. We're talking about vows. Okay. Nice. There's a gentleman here that really wants to be a father, or they're a very good father. There's definitely marriage, guys. This is a long-term commitment. This is security. Spending your life with another. I'm hearing making a legacy. Wow. This is about coming together and as one, guys. That is the overall energy. Goodness gracious. That's wonderful, guys. So here we're connecting with those of you that are, well, things are pretty serious, okay? Things are pretty serious for sure. All right, tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. There's a dog for many of you that's very significant, a family dog, or maybe you're thinking about getting a family dog. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the King of Swords, and it's reversed. Interesting. Why is the King of Swords reversed? Why is the King of Swords reversed? There could be an air sign of significance, water sign as well. All right, guys, so the masculine energy is really standing out here. Look, there they are, right there, masculine energy. There they are again, masculine energy. And there they are again, masculine energy. All right, so here we have a gentleman that has romantic feelings, that is looking is looking for something long term. Again, for many of you, you're already in this relationship. This just means that this individual, you know, is wanting to, it's like their focus is this relationship, this connection, and expanding it. But I feel like they are I feel like they overthink a lot. They hold themselves back. This kind of strikes me as like the person that doesn't really express, maybe they don't know how to express their emotions very well, or they hold back from saying how it is that they feel because it's stupid. But it's not stupid, but that's kind of like how they feel if they're telling you like I love you and this is how I feel and this is what I want to do. It's like it feels a little awkward for them. It does with this King of Swords reversed. So I feel like this is again the type of individual that whose words tend to fall short. But they do strike me as a person that is more, we could say, maybe action orientated. It's like this is the type of person you won't know with with words how they won't tell you necessarily that they love you. I mean, they do and they will, but words again, it's not their strongest suit with the King of Swords reversed. But I do see them showing that they care in other ways, like making like certain gestures, especially with this Ten of Pentacles, making sure that they, that you're comfortable, that you have everything it is that you need, and that they are. Is this a very good provider as well? And so that's kind of like what I see here. I see a man of not so many words with a very big heart that has a whole lot of love to give and share, and they're thinking about something very long term. They're thinking again marriage, they're thinking children, they're thinking vows, they're all of that. Okay, tell me more about this King of Swords. Let me know if I got that right. This King of Swords here. Not a wordsmith. I wouldn't know. They're not a wordsmith. But don't let that fool you. They do have a big heart. They do have strong feelings, okay? And they will be, I'm hearing, conveying they will convey their message to you. Yes, not in words, but in other ways, and you will know that they love you and that they care about you. That's the kind of a gentleman it is that we have here. Very romantic, guys. One more card. Tell me more about this King of Swords reversed. Can you tell me more about the King of Swords reversed? We have the Nine of Cups. Oh, there's another card behind it. And we have the Knight of Wands. Notice that this King of Wands, look, you see how there's a, where is it? There's a squirrel there. This King of this King of Wands also tells me that okay, so I see a man that's very, very much in love. They're lacking a little bit of foresight, not because in general they lack foresight, but I feel more so that there's a lot of doubt, and that kind of clouds, perhaps, their outlook and their vision. They overthink a lot. This could also be like a perfectionist. With the Nine of Cups, absolutely, I feel like they have, look, the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. We could say it's almost like everything's perfect in the Nine of Cups. It's like if you could have it a certain way, what way would it be? That's this, you have it your way, is the Nine of Cups. So I feel like there's a oh my God, I love this guy. He's super caring. I'm seeing this as the feminine energy. It's like they really care about the feminine energy so much, and they really want to make, their partner happy. They really want to almost in a way like make your wishes come true. And what I mean by that is just that, they just want to see their part. They just want to see you happy. This person just wants to see you happy. And they want to mirror and even reward you, and again make you very content and happy. This woman to me looks like a hard worker. Do you see like the attire that she has? She has flowers here, and just the way that she has her head just makes me think of like a very hardworking individual. So here we have a person that just really wants to make your life easier. And with the Knight of Wands, it's almost like a mission it is that they have in life, or let's just say it feels like a mission that they have with this Knight of Wands. One more card for this Knight of Wands. Golly, guys, this is what's, this is a whole, I'm spending a lot of time on this. Let's see, on this position here, which is just, you know, what lies between, I guess, what's the overall energy for the relationship. All right, we have the Temperance. I feel like with this Knight of Wands, there is like this impatience here. I saw this. Where did I see it? I saw it in Leo, in another deck. Do you see the horse? It's like, let's go, but let's not go. Like, it's picking up like a lot of momentum, but then it doesn't move. And the Temperance here is reversed. So it feels like, I feel like this individual is ready, but maybe they don't want to rush. But they do want to rush. They do want to rush. You see? It's like this person knows what they want, but it's like they shouldn't rush. And that's the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands does, you know, sometimes not sometimes, it, you know, rushes into things. But hey, sometimes that's what's needed. But the Temperance here is reverse. Honestly, I feel like they're kind of battling. There's a masculine energy here that's battling within themselves. Like, I wanna, but I don't wanna, but I do want to, and maybe I shouldn't. It's like that kind of energy back and forth. Which again, I saw this in Leo. Okay, that's and then here we have the Hierophant at the bottom. This strikes me as a very traditional type of individual as well. Like, okay, before, you know, if I'm going to get serious, or maybe again, it's already serious. It's just a certain way of doing things. Very traditional. Like, okay, for example, okay, like, you know, I like you, you like me. Well, you know, well, we have to get married, and then we can move in together, and then, you know, before we can even do all that, I need to make sure, you know, that you know, this is good here, and that, you know, we have a home, and, you know, immediately, you know, children, you know, that kind of thing there. It kind of strikes me that way. Okay, that's the overall energy. Now let's take a look at you, my dear Sagittarius. What energy are you bringing in? What energy are you bringing in, Sagittarius? We have the Justice card. And you see, though, in the middle, we could say that's a challenge. What we just saw there, guys, is a challenge. It's the energy between you and your significant other, like what's happening. And what I'm being reminded of right now, after seeing this Justice, is the Temperance that we saw there reversed with the Knight of Wands upright. This strikes me as a very, again, traditional individual. And the Hierophant is Taurus. And if you know anything about Taurus, they don't like rushing into anything. You know? So, there is this there's something here with that Knight of Wands that's like, hold on a minute, like, hold on, it's too fast. And that makes it unbalanced with the Temperance reverse. The Temperance reversed as well, guys, is representative of, like, for example, in a relationship, when it's reversed, it's like there could be, like, not necessarily a disagreement, but the energy it's not matched, okay, on both sides. And well, I'm being reminded of that because here for you, Sagittarius, you have the Justice, and the Justice is all about keeping the balance, okay? Seeking balance and fairness. Okay, that's you. So you also have this energy of like there's a certain way of doing things, I feel. There's a right balance, right? There's a right balance to be kept here. There could be a Libra of significance. We have the Queen of Pentacles. What the hell am I saying? What am I saying, guys? Look, in there we have another pentacle. Wasn't I just talking about that Taurus energy? Look, there it is. And it says, sincere, practical, realistic lover. What am I telling you? Right here in the middle, this is already what I feel like there's somebody here, guys, that really, they want, they want, I don't want to say they want to rush into something. But hey, if you know what you want, I mean, it's not really rushing. It's like, it doesn't matter if it happens today, tomorrow, next week, or in several months or in a year. It's like, if you want it, you want it, and it doesn't matter when. It's like you're still going to want it today. You're still going to want it tomorrow and next year. That's kind of like the energy that we have now. That's when you know what you want. It's like, it doesn't matter. So again, why wait? It's kind of like the feeling that I have here. Like, why wait? Why wait? But the King of Swords being reversed there says that there's a very good reason, right, why somebody should wait. I'm hearing a natural order, and maybe it has everything to do with feeling safe and feeling secure in doing something, right? Because the Justice is here, and then the Queen of Pentacles. And again, the Queen of Pentacles, this energy is very practical. Again, with this Justice being here, there's a certain law and order, a certain way of doing things. There's a certain due process. And with the Queen of Pentacles, it's very practical and it's down to earth. And again, what did I say? It doesn't like to rush anything. We'll see right now where your significant other lies. But, don't get me wrong. I feel like what we just saw there in, the overall energy for the relationship, which is something very long-term, something very serious. There's something that has so much long-term, forever type potential. It's something I feel, it's the overall energy, which means both you and your significant other, I feel like, desire that or want that. All right, so that's you. Like, let's be practical. Let's be realistic here. Let me be honest. Let me be honest. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at your significant other, and then we're going to come back to you in a little bit. Let's take a look at Sagittarius significant other. What energy do they have? You see, I've already seen the Emperor. I've seen the King of Wands while shuffling. Right now, it feels like something was tugging at one of my fingers. There it goes, the King, the Emperor again. All right, we have the Chariot. What did I say? What have I been saying about your significant other? It's like they know what they want. And you want the same thing. It's just a matter of perhaps when. Oh, yeah, and this one's ready to go. Look. Oh my God, they're ready to go. The Chariot, get out. It's like, get out the way or you're gonna get trampled, Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is a person that is not looking back. They have a certain destination that they're wanting to reach, right? The Chariot is somebody that is trying to get somewhere, and it's like they know how to get there. There's no need to wait. There's nothing that's going to steer them left or right, is going to take them off course. It's like, this is what I want. This is my mission. This is what I want to accomplish. And there's nothing stopping me. And why wait? It's like, the faster, the better. That's the Chariot. Oh, I'm telling you, this person wants to go, like, whatever it is, it's something serious. Again, if you are already in a relationship, this is like, okay, maybe let's move. Okay, let's move in together. or whatever whatever next big thing is. Okay, if you're not in a relationship, it's like, let's get in a relationship. If you're not married, it's like, let's get married. If you don't have any children, let's have children, or let's do this together. That's what it is. And this one's all in. And again, I feel like you are too. I feel like you are too. But I just feel like maybe you need to, we'll look into it some more. We have the Queen of Swords, and then we have the Hermit. Queen of Swords and the Hermit. Yeah, I feel like your significant it's like they already know. You see, they're all go. They're all go. They don't even, you know, the Chariot as well as somebody that doesn't necessarily want to compromise. It's like, you're going to get in or what? Because I'm not turning this way. I'm not going to turn back. I'm not going to come back for you. I'm not saying that that's what they're saying. But again, I'm just trying to convey here how determined this person is, how convinced I'm hearing they are about whatever this is. With the Queen of Swords, I feel like this is the way that they're, well, one, I feel like they're, again, very sure about this. I feel like they've thought this through quite a bit with the Queen of Swords. But I also feel like they are, they might be seeing you this way, my dear Sagittarius. Like, it's like they expect you to not necessarily have something to say, but they know that this is something you will have to think about. Like, this is something I need to think about. This is something I need to be sure about. This is something I need to trust. And with the Hermit, I feel like it makes them kind of sad. I feel like it makes them a little bit sad because I feel like it's almost like they know that it's going to take you a little bit of time to maybe trust them, or to trust whatever this is, or for you to say like, okay, all right, let's do this, whatever this is. Yeah, needing time alone, more independence. Yeah, it's like, okay, it's like they know you're going to need more time. And I feel like that's what they're struggling with. It's like they know, okay, I know, I get it. I know this is the reaction I'm going to get. I know that this is what they're going to say, or this is what they're going to do. And I'm going to have to, you know, sit this out a little bit. So it almost feels like, as well, for some of you, this person might not like fully show you or tell you like very upfront what it is that they want, because they know how you're going to react or what you're going to say. They know how it's going to go, or they just know how you are. Look, Justice, and then this Queen of Pentacles. Again, I feel like you have to trust this person. You need to trust, and you need to trust that you're safe, that this is good. And it is, guys. Look, oh my God, this King of Pentacles. Look at him. It says status, secure love. Oh, it's secure. I'm telling you, this love is secure. This person is grounded. I'm telling you, they know that they know what they want. They have, it seems like, prepared for this. And they find themselves in that point in their life where they're like, I'm ready for this. Like, I'm ready for this. I don't want to wait for this. I don't want to wait for this anymore. But they know that you will need a little bit of time. And I'm telling you, it's just that little bit of time that's just like, I'm hearing, stops them from doing or saying things, a lot of things. Okay, let's go back to you. One more card for you, Sagittarius. One more card. we have the King of Cups. And here we have a masculine energy again with the cup. Kind, romantic man. You see, it's like, here you go. Here's this offer. Here's my love. Here's my love. And I'm hearing it's like somebody's giving you their love, and it's like they want you to trust them. And I'm not looking at the past yet, but maybe there's something in the past, that's of significance. That, there's a reason there why you need, more time, or need to trust in this, or need time to trust the situation of this person. I feel like you love them. I feel like you care about them. I feel like you feel the same way. You do. It's just about, I'm hearing feeling comfortable and safe, absolutely, in whatever this is. There's some fears with the Moon card, some insecurity of not really knowing everything, feeling like you don't know everything. We have the Hangman. Well, I'm kind of scared. I'm not really sure. I have these feelings that I have to kind of work through before I can, get out of, this energy and be, feel better about all of this, doing whatever we have here. I'm telling you, this is just about trust, feeling safe, secure. Like, okay, this is something I can trust. Like, this can work out. That's all this is about. I don't really know. 8 of Swords. I'm kind of scared. Okay. Let's see. Let's continue. Show me the recent past. Show me the recent past, or the past in general that is of significance. Let's see. Past energy. We have the King of Wands. That could be you, Sagittarius, masculine energy, affectionate and passionate man. Hello. Commitment, engagement, and celebration. Oh, I'm telling you guys, 6 of Cups. There is somebody here that has been, I'm telling you, they've been preparing for whatever we have here. This is something serious. For a commitment, let's just say a commitment. This is the past. 3 of Wands, commitment, engagement, celebration. Affectionate, passionate man. Oh my goodness. Listen, that's the past. Here we have an individual. I'm hearing that even in the past, they had very, very strong feelings, felt very strongly about this. They knew what it is that they wanted in the past. And with the 3 of Wands, it shows that there's long-term plans that, were put in motion there in the past already. So you see, here we have somebody that is not something that just kind of came up. So you see, with the King of Swords that we saw there, remember? What did I say about him? That's a person that doesn't have great communication. They might not even say anything. That's the King of Swords reversed. And, well, if you can imagine, if somebody doesn't have great communication, it's like, how do you ever know what's happening or what's going on in their head? You don't. So then when they present something to you, like something like this, you're kind of like, where did that come from? Right? Kind of like, where did that come from? That's what happens, when there isn't great communication. That's kind of like what I feel is going on. Because here in the past, we have somebody that has already launched long-term plans. And I feel like it has everything to do with a commitment here. Something very serious. Again, marriage, a home, kids, that next thing. And maybe you didn't even know. Maybe they thought you knew. Again, King of Swords reverse. Not a wordsmith at all. So it might be news. I'm hearing it might be news. It might be a surprise to you what's happening here, or what they want, or what they're presenting, or how things are moving. But it's something that I'm hearing they thought about and have planned way before this, it looks like. Let's take a look at the present moment. We have the Four of Swords, and then we have the Five of Swords. And then we have the Tower. Oh my. What in the world is this? All right, so the first one is the Four of Swords. Much needed time for self. This is the present moment. This could be you, Sagittarius. Maybe the whole thing that we have, you know, the reason why it seems like maybe you need more time to think about it, or it just, maybe it's not about time. Maybe it's just about, I'm hearing due process, and just, I'm hearing not rushing anything, or letting things just kind of happen naturally. Maybe with that Justice and that Queen of Pentacles that we saw there with you. And it could also be because you're recovering from something. Maybe it has nothing to do with your significant other. Maybe, you know, because again, something that I see here is that the both of you really, it feels like you want the same thing. But hey, life happens. There's other things outside the relationship, right? There's life outside this relationship. So for many of you, that's it. You're just kind of like healing, recovering. With this Four of Swords, like, yeah, I feel like you just need that time. I feel like for many of you, you're at this moment going through like a Tower moment. Perhaps you're trying to fix your life. There's something that happened. Maybe something didn't happen, but whatever. There's just a big shift happening in your life right now. And I feel like you're working through it. You're trying to adapt, and well, you still find yourself in that energy, which could be a little unstable and chaotic, and you just need to feel like things are a little, you know, back to normal. You need to calm down, be able to breathe a little bit better, you know, before you can, I'm hearing, safely, happily, and, you know, be able to just move forward, we could say. We have the Five of Swords. I feel like there is at the very least something wrong, you know, in your relationship. Maybe, I don't feel like maybe it's not this one, but maybe there's another person in your life, okay, that you're arguing a lot with, that you're having to be very careful with. For many of you, again, there is something that came up about, you know, maybe some sort of betrayal. This is just a bad relationship, guys. There's something just bad here that kind of, I'm hearing, just blew over, that you're dealing with at this time, and you're just, you know, working through it, trying to heal. So this makes a lot of sense. And there we have this King of Pentacles there. Maybe it's difficult. Maybe somebody absolutely betrayed you. And, well, it's hard to trust again. You have to rebuild that trust. I'm hearing for others of you, you have, you know, some things that you're working on within yourself before you're ready to jump into something like this. Stopping old habits, letting go of old negative, you know, ways regarding love. That's the present moment. And then we have the Hermit, which it's almost like needing time alone. I'm hearing, but not wanting to be alone. It's just, I feel like you just need, you know, a little bit of time. You just need time to heal your mind, your heart, your spirit, physically. You just need a little bit of time, because obviously with the Tower and the Five of Swords, goodness gracious, that's a big blow that you guys are having to really process. And hold on, guys. Yeah, having to, well, heal, work through, and stabilize. All right, that's the present moment, which again, it makes a whole lot of sense as to why it is that, you are showing up the way that you are. Let's take a look at the immediate future, or how things are going to be developing and moving forward. Foresight. What foresight can we leave my dear Sagittarius with? Sagittarius, let's leave you with something you can look forward to. Sagittarius, here we go. We have, wow. Oh my God. For others of you, maybe there's some sort of breakup there in the present moment that's going on. It's like there's some sort of betrayal. Something kind of came up and it just got, something got dismantled and destroyed. So if you can imagine, there's like this tower, right? This big building, and it falls apart. And it's like you have to rebuild. So you're kind of like rebuilding right now. It feels like, my dear Sagittarius, what you're rebuilding, for each and every one of you, that's going to be something different depending on what you're going through. You want to see what the future brings? It looks really bright. Hold on, guys. We have the Lovers. Get out. The Lovers. And then we have the Two of Cups. Wow. That is one combination, guys. Guys, this is a mutual understanding. You see, it's like where this is going, guys, how this is going to turn out. This is what you can expect from this situation. It's like these two people are agreeing. That's trust too. You see how they're giving each other their hand. So it's like there's two lovers that are on the same page. They're understanding each other. They are opening each other's hearts to one another. And there's a mutual trust between them, a mutual trust and attraction here. It's like they both want the same thing. This is a higher union, a higher commitment as well. You see that? Beautiful energy. And then here we have the Two of Cups, and there's two lovers that are looking at each other. Harmony, balance, mutual respect. This is healing, reconciling. If there's any issues and problems for many of you, that tower there is just representative of like having to work through an issue and a problem in the relationship before, things can get better. I see things balancing themselves out. I see any issues, any problems just fading away. And I see two people focusing. I'm hearing on all the right things, which is each other, love, themselves, harmony being restored. And there's a mutual respect between these two people. Beautiful energy, guys. Look at that. That is the outcome. That's the outcome, guys. So again, like I'm just seeing this as lovers coming together. These are lovers coming together. This is coming together in a higher commitment. Beautiful energy. Look at that. It goes with your entire reading. Beautiful energy, guys. Oh my goodness. The red dress is really standing out. It's reminding me, is it Beetlejuice that has the red dress? Is there like a red wedding dress in Beetlejuice? I'm being reminded of that. I don't know why. All right, let's get a closing message for you, Sagittarius. Let's begin with the Amira's Oracle. Sagittarius, if you want to book a reading with me, guys, you can do so by going to the link down below in the description box. It's going to take you to Votre, where you could book a private reading with me. All right. There's that red dress again. Passion. Oh my God. Look, full embrace. I love this card because it just, oh my God, it's a full embrace. Like you could just tell that these two are inseparable. Like they just don't want to let go of each other. It says passion, chemistry, passionate feelings. Oh my goodness. That's what we're going to have, guys. It's just a full embrace. Two lovers giving in to one each other, like completely, fully, and perhaps, even realizing, or they're just happy. They're just happy to be there. Dating queen. Look, there's something about a home for many of you, property, real estate, residence, and there's gifts. Ooh, nice surprises, presents, opening, true love. True love, pure love, and honest connection. Surprises, presents, and openings. See, so this is like, there's so much to celebrate, guys. And I'm telling you, home, this is like domestic. This is partnership. This is a new home. This is like this is something big for many of you. Absolutely. For all of you, it's something big, regardless of what it is. There's a new home. There's a lot of surprises. There's a lot of gifts, being showered with blessings. This is true love, finding that true love, spending the rest of your life with your true love, opportunity, dates, abundance. I'm seeing this dating as just, perhaps you, Sagittarius, because your energy was like a little more, it's like you just need to feel it. You just need to feel it. You're a little, that Queen of Pentacles, and what other card did we see there with you? I forgot, but the overall energy that you had was like, okay, is this, like, can this work out? Is this real? Like, is this for real? It's kind of like the energy that you had. I see this as you just getting into this whole situation. Like, you're feeling it and you're like, okay, you know what? I'm excited about this. Like, I'm excited about love. I'm excited to be in love. I want to, be romantic. I want to enjoy myself. I want to go out. I want to experience this. That's what I'm seeing it as. Okay, let's get some more cards from the Eye of Zen, romance cards. Sagittarius. Let's see what we have for you in this Eye of Zen. We have soulmate and wisdom. It says a connection from your past life has emerged. Embrace the connection. Gosh, that card is popular. Let the accumulation of your life experience guide you to your decision. I guess that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to use your wisdom, right? You're just like, maybe it has nothing to do with this person. Maybe it has everything to do with your past experiences, and you just don't want to rush in anything. You don't want to make the wrong decisions, and you just want to make sure you make all the right decisions. With the Justice card, that's what you had, the Queen of Pentacles and then the Justice, wisdom. So I see you doing that. I see two people using their wisdom here. Let the accumulation of your life experience guide you to your decision. Money, unbalanced finances hindered your romantic endeavors. So money could be an issue and a problem, guys, maybe at some point. I did see that. Where did I see that? I don't feel like it's a problem now, guys. I don't feel like it's going to be a problem in the near future, but money's coming out here, guys. One more card, and it says safe. You see? Yeah, safe. Maybe money is a concern for whatever reason. Like it's safe, okay? It has to be safe for you to love. It has to be safe for you to love. Hello? Have you been listening? Letter, they are reaching out to communicate. News or messages are coming soon. Let's get some more oracle cards from the Romance Angels. Gosh, this is an old deck. I think everybody has this deck. Every tarot reader out there has it. It says codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Interesting. I feel like that could be connected to that money there, codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Past life relationships. Second time we see this, you have known each other before. Work on your partnership. Give this relationship a second chance. All right, so this codependency, guys, I'm just seeing it as just something negative, right? That you, a negative habit, something that you're doing, something that the other person's doing that well, will be affecting the relationship in a negative way. Addiction to me is just something, a habit that you have. Could be a habit of overthinking. Oh, well, I need to feel safe. Again, we've seen that throughout your entire reading. I need to trust. I need to feel safe. I need to feel secure. And I do see somebody doing everything it is that they can to make another feel that way. So again, this codependency, I feel like, is just bringing attention here to some old ways. We saw the tower in the present moment, which is symbolic of doing away with old habits. So I see all of that taking place, guys. Let's get one more card, okay? Actually, I want to get it from another deck. From over here, look, we're going to use the Whispers of Love. Last message for Sagittarius. Last message. It's practice compassion. See things from a different perspective. Practice compassion. Speak the language of love. Okay, 2 cards. Speak the language of love. It says, loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. So I feel like this is talking to that King of Swords reverse, who is, tends to hold back maybe, or tends to not have the right words, or not say anything. I feel like it's saying like, hey, you're going to have to speak the language of love, okay? Express yourself to maybe make another feel, more comfortable and at ease with whatever is happening. And this practice compassion, I feel like, could be, it's speaking to perhaps you, my dear Sagittarius. See things from a different perspective. Absolutely. We saw the Hangman, didn't we? Yeah. I feel like you're just having to change your perspective and focus on, take your focus away from whatever is making you feel like you can't trust the situation. You have to shift your perspective. Do know that whatever we have going on here is going to help you with that. Here it says, turn on your heart light. Turn on your heart light. Okay. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. To reflect on a time. Interesting. Turn on the heart light. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. I guess all this is saying is, love needs to be the focus. Like, remember what love feels like. Don't forget about love. Don't forget about love. Don't forget about the way love feels. Maybe some of you maybe forgot. Maybe you didn't forget. Whatever the reason, it's just saying, like, remember how you felt. Or remember think about a person that you love, that loved you back. Like, focus on love. Allow yourself to love. Open your heart. This is what I have for you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. As always, truly, it was an honor and my pleasure. You guys take care, okay? Bye-bye.